Hey guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. It's been a while, so I just wanted to explain where I've been. It has been quite some time. I've missed you guys so much, and I just wanted to take this video to explain where I've been. I truly appreciate all the DMs and emails asking where I've been. I promise I've been okay, and I'm just grateful for this community, that it's positive, uplifting, and it means the world that you guys reached out to see how I was doing. Just gonna give you a quick recap of the last 2 years. I started this YouTube channel to create a skating community, to connect with others, and give people resources to reach their skating goals. Skating is not the most accessible sport, it's very expensive, so I just wanted to share my love with the sport and teaching with others, and it's brought me so many cool opportunities. I've met so many skaters, so many coaches, and it's been super duper fun, and I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I was pretty consistent with my videos until COVID hit, and that was catastrophic. I think COVID affected people in a lot of ways. I think most of you guys know I have 2 jobs, so half the time I still work in healthcare. I am a PA, and the other half of the time I am a figure skating coach. So when COVID hit, it was a bummer. Rinks shut down at first. It was a scary time. We didn't know what was going to go on with the economy and the virus. Healthcare was scarily eerie. Patients were not coming in. There were shifts that I saw less than 5 patients a day, which was nuts. People were getting furloughed and laid off left and right, and it was a scary time for everyone. I was very fortunate to be working the whole time. It was scary not knowing if I could get sick, if I could pass this on to my loved ones. So it was a very isolating time, so I decided to really space myself and not see family and friends and quarantine for obvious reasons. I was working with sick people. There weren't readily available N95s or masks. I was wearing the same mask for several weeks and just didn't want to get everyone sick. So it was a really lonely, tough time. Luckily, I had lots of video content that I was still able to edit and put some content out there. It was a good time to share my off-ice knowledge. I do have my personal training background, so that was something fun to share and still connect with my audience even though ice rinks were closed. Then all of a sudden everything just hit the fan. Clinics got super busy, and now suddenly we're very understaffed. People quit because they were burnt out, or they were super afraid to get COVID and get their families and little ones sick, which is super understandable. So now we have not enough people in the workforce, too many patients, just lots of craziness at work. Unfortunately, this is still going on. There were lulls. There have been times that COVID was better. We're going through a spike again with the winter season with flu, COVID, RSV. It has been rough. We were so short-staffed that all of us were picking up tons and tons of extra shifts. It was rough working, being understaffed, working 12, 13, 14-hour shifts without eating, peeing, drinking water. It was physically and mentally draining. At the same time, you saw your colleagues suffer, morale was down, your morale was down. We were working holidays. We weren't able to go home for the holidays, and if we were off, they wanted us to come in and help, and it was difficult. As much as you want to be off, you have this guilt that, if I don't pick up this extra shift to help out my colleagues and my team, they're suffering too. So it was really difficult. COVID was a struggle. Back then, we had no grip on COVID. We didn't know what it was. Do we treat with antibiotics? What's the outcome? What's the long-term circumstances? How long will this be going on for? So it was very difficult to go into work and basically not know what you're doing. And that plays a big part into your mental health. So You spend all this time thinking you're good at something and helping and treating people. You don't know what you're doing. You're second guessing everything. And unfortunately, that carried over into life, into skating as well. I was questioning my skating ability, my knowledge. I was questioning my videos. Am I even helping people? I'm fortunate that the skating community is so positive, but I felt that I was really beat up if I were to see a negative comment. So I kind of shut down for a little bit. I was really sad. I was in a dark place. It was hard going through the emotions at work, and it affected me in my home life. There was a lot of sadness and seeing patients getting really sick and dying, and it was difficult to be my positive and upbeat self. And I think part of the reason I wasn't as present on social media and on YouTube was because I was so sad, and I didn't want to admit that negative, sad energy to others. People say I'm a pretty happy, bubbly, friendly person, and I just didn't want to be the Grinch. I didn't want to be the Debbie Downer. I didn't want, I guess, people to struggle with me because I was obviously struggling. So I decided to take a break from social media. I thought it was going to be temporary. I was, in the meantime, still brainstorming lots of ideas, still coaching, still learning and pushing myself as a coach, and hoping the time would come soon that I could just be in front of everyone again and share what I've learned. The past year was a year of healing. I've learned a lot about myself, about others, and I learned how important mental health was, and that sometimes you have to put yourself first. So I still am working part-time in healthcare. I'm still super fortunate to be very, very busy with coaching, but I did learn to set some boundaries, and that was my goal for 2022. So my New Year's goal this past year was to make priorities and make them happen and put myself first. My family and friends are the most important, so taking lots of quality time to spend with them. Cutting back on my healthcare job was a big win as well. Not always saying yes to pick up every extra shift, taking a time to sit down and eat a snack and drink water and just breathe and take it slow. And then taking time for myself as well, making working out a priority, eating healthy a priority. I got into ice dancing recently, which I absolutely love. It feels so good to be on the ice and just keep your skills up. So it has all been very positive things for me. Overall, end of 2021, 2022 was a year of healing. Exciting things happened. My husband and I got to celebrate our wedding finally with our loved ones. Despite the COVID craziness, we moved into a new home together. Coaching has been fantastic. I am so proud of my students for reaching their goals and all of their hard work. Not just my students, but also everyone I've met online. Every time you guys send me a DM or a video or an email, it's just so cool that the internet can bring us all together. And the most exciting news of all, some of you guys have noticed I might be looking a little different. We are expecting our first baby this spring. So here's a bump, just a little one, but it's there. So I wanted to make this video because I felt super bad about being a ghost. I wanted to explain myself, but also wanted to let you guys know that I'm okay. And I also wanted to make this video to see if it could help anyone out there who's struggling. Winter is sometimes a tough time, sometimes the holidays are a tough time too. And it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes. It's okay to take a break and say no. It's important to rely on your loved ones. There are a lot of people out there who care about you. There's a good support system. It's okay to say no sometimes. You don't have to say yes to everything. And it's just okay to ask for help and just take a break, pause, rewind, relax, breathe, and you don't have to explain yourself. Your loved ones will understand. But for this upcoming year, I do have a lot of old content I still have to share. I have some new content that I have recently filmed and lots of ideas I have up my sleeve. I don't know what order I will be posting stuff. I am obviously pregnant. I will be not pregnant in some of my old videos. I still have to finish my free skate series. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the off ice and the stretching. I plan to do more of that, especially as pretty soon I'm not going to be allowed on the ice anymore. And of course, coming back postpartum, I'm going to take time real slow to recover and slowly get back on the ice. So guys, let me know what I should share. Definitely want to do the usual skating videos. If you guys want to see more off ice stretching, let me know in the comments below. If you have any suggestions. Are there moms out there who have skated after having a baby? Please give me advice below. Maybe I'll share my returning to skating journey. I have not jumped, of course, the past 6 months, besides maybe simple singles, but definitely have not done a double in quite some time. It'll be interesting to get back to the journey. It'll be interesting to get back to my ice dances. I am working on pre-gold right now, and let me tell you, doing pre-gold dances when you're pregnant is no joke. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You're the best, and see you guys next time. Happy skating.